Hi, I'm Aidan,
Hey, my name's Paul.
and welcome to the first episode of
After school with Paul and Aidan.
this show is a simple podcast between two bros
We're gonna hang out and have some laughs.
as we talk about random things floating around in our brain. And without further ado, I think we should just kick it off. So, Paul, you're a senior.
I am a senior.
Yes,
Might
that's
I
right.
just say that I watched a video on how to achieve comedy before jumping on this. So I know such various techniques. Can you not laugh, bro? I worked hard at this. All right. Um, Such as you shouldn't laugh at your own jokes. Okay, maybe we should continue.
Yeah, I think we should. Anyway, so basically, Paul, what colleges are you looking at, or is that something that you haven't decided on yet?
I think I'm going to Cal Poly, and it's the slow one. So it's in San Luis Obispo. What? Yeah, it's in San Luis Obispo. There's like two. It's confusing, but I like it because it's like it's just a good school.
Yeah. I'm only a junior, but I am looking at a couple colleges. I think Texas Tech University is probably my number one right now. Mostly because I love Texas.
Have you
yeehaw,
been
go
to
the South.
Texas?
What?
Have you been to Texas?
Oh no, I've never been before. I just, I just like the state because it's big.
So
It's like there's lots of land, lots of areas to do dumb stuff and hang
that's
out,
true.
go camping,
That's true.
great outdoors. I don't like living in the suburbs. Everything's too close together.
It's so true. I People say the Bay Area is like a good place to live because there's a lot of people. I'm not a big people person, man.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I'd much rather prefer to be in a small town where everybody knows everybody rather than a big town where nobody knows anybody, you know?
right. Especially, yeah, like sometimes like I go to parties and I don't even know who's at the parties.
Yeah.
This one time, it's a birthday party. I mean, it's a birthday party. I'm best friends with the person who's having the birthday. I'm like, cool, it's her house. I'm gonna go walk into this room. I walk into this room, bam, someone's pointing a gun in my face. Oh, the Shoreline Crips are at the party. No joke. What the fuck? Okay, I'm not gonna call any names, freaking Josie. Anyway,
Yeah.
so like, why Texas and like why not like any other state that doesn't have suburbs
Well,
or like a lot of suburbs?
I've looked at I don't know. I like the heat. I'm good in either the cold or the heat. I love the rain, which is why my second choice is Washington State University
Dude,
up in
I
Washington.
I I literally was gonna say that. Like, you said rain, and I was like Northwest, bro.
Yeah. So I either want a nice cold setting or a nice warm setting like Texas. It also wouldn't hurt to be close to the Grand Canyon. I've never been. Might be fun to
Bro,
head over there.
doesn't sound like you've been to a lot of places.
Oh no, I've been to several states. I just haven't been anywhere relevant. Like I've been to Washington before. I've been to Seattle. I've never been at the Needle or whatever it's called.
Oh,
The Space
the
Needle.
space
Space
thing,
Needle. Yeah, I've never
space needle.
been there, but I've been to Seattle before.
Yeah, it's
Um,
it's like not that cool, like low key. I was there one time. It just looked like a UFO, but like attached to the ground, man. Like it's not that crazy. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you.
hmm, yeah.
Ah, fuck.
So,
Oh,
what
sick.
are you, what are you, what are you looking at for your major?
Um, well, I figured that college is the time of your life that you should be going in, having a good time, going to parties, experiencing new things. So I'm doing engineering, so I won't be able to experience any of that.
That sounds like fun. Hey, promise me if you're an engineer and you build the first hover car, you give it to me.
Yeah. In fact, I've always wanted to work with Elon, Elon. Dude, it's like a four-letter name, and I fuck it up every time. Um, I don't know. Like, Tesla's a pretty cool brand. Like NGL. Are we doing abbreviations on this thing?
I don't know. I don't even know what NGL is. Oh, not gonna lie.
Not
Oh, I
gonna
get it.
lie,
I was like,
bro.
I thought you were talking about like a company, like a
Freaking
JPL.
boomer.
I thought you were talking about like JPL or NASA, like Jet Propulsion Laboratory,
Sorry, I was
JPL.
born like after the two
I thought you were
thousands, bro. What
saying
the fuck?
NGL was something like that, but for engineering.
No,
I don't know.
dude, NGL. Like, it's has
I'm
no one ever texted
I'm
you?
not used to see like I'm used to seeing it as a text.
Okay, maybe we should stop before we start fighting.
I'm gonna
Okay,
come over to your house. I'm gonna actually I can't because of the
you
quarantine.
can't come over to my house.
Is there any sort of like family ties that makes you want to go into engineering, or is it just your like? Do you have an uncle, or did your dad was he an engineer or something like that?
No, my dad is a CPA, which it's like a accountant or something. And I don't know, like counting money is cool, but like I don't see how it's fun, you
So you're
know?
basically doing it to be the opposite of your dad.
No, I wouldn't say that. Like the opposite of an accountant is someone who like doesn't count money. Fuck, engineering is kind of the opposite. But if I'm an engineer that counts money, I'm gonna stop talking now. What are you interested in doing?
I don't know. I'm kind of bossy, so anything to do with that. I've been looking at business schools. Texas Tech has a great business program. They have great intern programs with a lot of good companies. So I've been looking at those, but I'm also very creative, and I've always wanted to be a director. Well, not always, but I like bossing people around. So, being a director would be
Yeah,
nice.
no, trust me, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Always fucking bossing people around. But that's cool, man. Business is it's you know what they say. Uh, it's all about business, you know. So
Yeah.
cool.
Uh,
I mean, Texas. Like, I watched a movie, and this guy was a businessman,
yeah.
and he was the president, and he was from Texas. So, like, I don't know. Like, I have pretty high hopes for you going to Texas to do that. All I'm saying, man.
Yeah. I don't know. What you said what other movies have you been watching to pass the time in quarantine?
I watched Sweeney Todd. It's a musical, but I watched the Netflix version. Well, it wasn't Netflix. It was like the TV movie version. Bro, it was graphic, man. It like
Yeah, I mean
like
it's about a
it,
serial killer.
but like it was Johnny Depp. So like I was like, it can't be like graphic. But bro, I swear to God, he like slams him to the chair, and it's like anyway. That's just kind of generally what it is.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you watch like a lot of movies, or are you like a movie person? I guess.
Oh, like before we started this, I was watching Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, and it's a very funny movie.
Bro, is that on Netflix?
No, it was just on TV. Yeah, no,
Okay,
very very
that's kind
disappointing.
of a bummer, bro. I was
Yeah,
hoping to watch it. Not gonna lie.
yeah. I don't know. I've been watching a couple funny shows on Netflix. Community. I think I told you about this last week or whenever we went on the bike ride. Um, Community about the community college. Did I not tell you about that?
Elaborate.
So, this guy Jeff was a lawyer, and it turns out he never passed the bar exam. He never got
Yes,
a
yes.
bachelor's.
I remember that now.
Yeah,
Hmm.
did you end up watching it?
Uh, n- no, God. This is kind of awkward. I was busy all since you.
But you had
Yeah,
time to watch Sweeney Todd.
I didn't. I was overheard it while doing other things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So
I
what's
overheard it.
name one other character aside from Jeff?
Well, obviously his girlfriend.
Okay, well, what's her name?
Uh, um, uh, mm, uh, Give me a hint, man. I mean, it's
What
like
is it?
it's been a while,
Did you
you
say
know.
Britta?
Brett, what?
You said Britta?
Brett, what'd you say?
Did you say Britta?
Like the water filter?
Yes, like the water filter.
Yes, that's what I said.
Oh, okay. So you did watch the show then.
Yeah, I did watch it. It it was, it was, yeah. Did you like? I mean, it's. I don't know if it was like Office level, but like
Oh, it
it
definitely
was still
was.
pretty.
It was hilarious. I'm so
Was it?
mad that they cut it off after 6 seasons. You haven't
I
watched
don't,
it. You're such a bad liar.
dude. I'm not lying.
Speaking of lying, I have a video here that makes me think that she's so this is a girl. She's in America. She lives in America. I don't know where. But the way she goes about talking about it, it makes it seem like she's lying, but then again, it's too stupid not to be true. So I'm just gonna screen share real quick.
Oh, sick, dude. Movie time.
All right, I'm just gonna go full screen here.
Sounds good.
All right. So
Hey everyone.
hold on. So I don't know who this is. I just looked it up. I came across this a while ago. 2 years ago, and I saved it to my phone, and it's honestly one of the funniest videos I've ever seen.
So I was chatting on AIM with this guy. Supposedly he was from England, and I speak fluent American.
That's my first signal that it's either really stupid and true or a lie, because even the dumbest person knows that Americans speak English.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
You know?
Yep.
Wait, did you think we spoke American? Paul.
We should probably continue the video, man. It's yeah.
So there's a bit of a language barrier, but he knew really good English. Ow, stop biting my toe. So
She has a dog.
Wait.
Oh, she has a dog. She has a dog. She has a dog. I don't think she shows it.
Didn't tell me it was gonna have jump scares. Holy shit.
I was talking to him about like this game I wanted because I was hoping he'd buy it for me. And it was The Sims 3 Generations, and I really wanted that expansion pack for my Sims game.
So if you've never played Sims before, it's basically a game where you create characters, and you can just make up random people, or you could base them off of people in your real life. And I'm not gonna lie, one day I got so bored because my uncle was out of the house, my mom was out of the house. I hadn't talked to them since the night before, so I was basically talking to myself the whole time. And I don't know how long ago, a while ago though, I had Sims 4. It was like 4 years ago or something that I deleted it. And so I re-downloaded it onto my Xbox and I played around with it, and I ended up making Sims of all of my friends to have a conversation with them. Yeah, you. I made a Sim of you.
Oh my god.
I gave him a beanie and everything.
Dude, that's me, man. Like there's not much else you could do but a beanie. That's
That is my lowest point in my entire life. And I really regret it. And like immediately after I realized what I did and how weird that was, I deleted the game. If any of my friends are watching this, don't be weirded out. It probably wasn't a lot of you. I only ended up making 4 people, including Paul, before I realized this is kind of weird. So I stopped.
Yeah. Like not gonna lie.
Yeah, let's just keep watching the video.
And
I don't know. Yeah.
he said supposedly
See, that was the dog shaking.
Whoa. I didn't even hear it. Like, okay.
Okay, so just
pack for my Sims game, and
that was the dog that was shaking his collar or whatever.
Said supposedly he wanted
sound,
too, and I'm like, well, why don't you get it? And he's like, because it's too much. I'm like, well, how much is it? He's like, it's 15 pounds.
Just wait.
So
That's
apparently
stupid.
there's a
Wait,
bit of
that's a heavy-ass game.
God, how did I know you were gonna say that? Just listen.
language barrier there because I asked him how much it costs, not how much it weighs.
That's the exact same thing you said, only like slightly different. You said it was a very heavy game, and she said that he was thinking in weight.
Oh, like the British pound.
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, that's kind of an honest mistake, right? I mean, she speaks American. She's obviously from America. What the fuck?
It's the same language. English is English, no matter where you go.
Someone's never been to Aussie land.
How much, Paul? How much do you weigh?
Kind of a private question.
Okay, well, you would weigh yourself in pounds, right?
I don't think people can be weighed in money.
God, Jesus. All right, whatever. We're just gonna keep watching this.
Sounds
so
good.
Bit of a language barrier. We went over that jump, but the thing I'm wondering is, why does it weigh so much?
It's a very good question. Why does a video game, which should only weigh at most like, I don't know, 5 ounces? I don't know weights. Why does it weigh 15 pounds? This is where I get my second hint that she's either really stupid or lying. But I'm kind of leaning towards really stupid because other than you...
Don't say it.
Other than you...
Don't say it.
I haven't seen anybody who hasn't known what a British pound is and known that it means money.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something different.
What do you think I was going to say?
Well, I thought you were going to say because she's a woman.
Oh my god, no!
So anyway, I follow feminist.com.
Yeah, let's just keep watching.
That's what's confusing to me. Like, does it have to do with where England is located?
She just seems so confused to not be telling the truth. She has to be thinking this. It can't be a lie.
Right. Yeah, no, I do. I know what you're saying, because it's like you watch it and she's almost acting too confused to where she could possibly be lying.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's I'm just
like, is it because it's like, I don't even know, because like maybe it's like really close to Jupiter.
This is where I start to think she's not telling the truth anymore and she is lying, because this next part is just
so like, if you know the solar system, America is like in the middle, and England is like it's the closest to the sun, I think.
That's where I start to think that she's lying, because everybody knows that England isn't a planet.
But it is closest to the sun.
No, it's not. We live on a round planet.
Dude, you're such an idiot. Have you ever heard the expression, the sun never sets in the British Empire? It's because it's close to the sun.
That was a good one. I like that. That was pretty good. Yeah, but that was like 1800s England, not post World War. After World War II, England basically got rid of all its colonies. That's why India is no longer British India, and Australia is no longer British Australia, and
probably
New Zealand is now New Zealand still.
Right.
You know?
How many colonies can you actually name? Like England?
England's not a colony, it's a country.
But I mean, it kind of was colonized by the British to become a country.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, trust me, talk to any scholar and they would not agree with me.
You know what? I think we should take that up with Dr. Mann.
Well, she teaches biology.
So she's still a doctor.
That's true.
She's
You got there.
she's smarter than we are.
Dude, way smarter. Did you know she taught at Harvard?
Yeah.
Like, and not Harvard is in the street near my house, like the university.
You know what's funny?
What's funny?
I actually think that teaching at our school is a lot harder for her than teaching at Harvard was.
Dude,
'Cause
there
of how
are
stupid
so
people in
many
school are.
jerks in my classes that they just sit and watch Reddit all the time, like me, and it's just, yeah.
Like it's a waste. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. So let's see what she has to finish up here.
So maybe there's a possibility that there's a difference in like gravity or something. So like 15 pounds is actually really light in England. It's just so confusing. I'm not good with planets, but I
Don't
think
say
that
that
might be
again.
it. All right, bye everyone. Hey everyone, so I was chatting on
So I'm not
AIM
sure-
What?
oh,
with
wait,
this
oh,
guy.
sorry.
Supposedly
I
he was
didn't
from
mean for that to keep playing. All right. Oops. Let's just get back to Zoom. There we go. All right. So I honestly can't tell if she's lying or if she's telling the truth, because it's too stupid to be true, but she acts so genuine that it seems like she can't be lying. You know?
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's bizarre though, because underneath this plethora of stupidity is almost like a certain genius too. To be able to make the connection in your mind that on another planet, people are experiencing different gravity than you, so your perception on things aren't always true. I think that's an important thing that we must, when we just go through life, we need to remember that the things we experience, the things we know, they're not the experiences of other people. I think it teaches us a valuable lesson. Someone comes up to me speaking some other language, right? And I think like, gosh, that person doesn't speak English, so he's different.
Wait,
You know,
I thought you spoke. I thought you. Hold on. I thought you spoke American, not English.
My connection is bad. Okay, see, if I speak American and she speaks, give me a language, man.
French.
French. She seems different to me, right? But like she is just the 15 pounds, and I'm the weight of a normal video game. On a different planet, that's normal.
I am completely lost.
Relativism.
What?
Watch. Relativism. Ready? Relativism. Okay, ready? Definition. The doctrine that knowledge, truth, and morality exist in relation to culture, society, and historical context, and therefore are not absolute. It is the idea that our pound, our weight of a video game is not the absolute. It's only relative to what we know the weight of a video game being. Maybe this British guy she's with on wherever Britain is, or planet or whatever, it has a different weight, So it's like a different thing. It's like we can't say that it's wrong because we just know it's wrong relative to what we know.
I think I understand what you're saying.
Bro, I'm sweating a lot.
So what you're saying is that England is on a different planet than America.
Who knows?
And if England is on a different planet, England is closer to the sun.
Right? Never sets in the British Empire.
Yeah, which means that they have a heavier weight because there's more gravity.
Yes.
Okay, and that's why the video game is 15 pounds.
Yes. This is
So
all making sense now.
okay,
It's heavier because it's closer to the sun, and the sun never sets on the empire.
okay, but if its weight is 15 pounds and it doesn't cost 15 pounds, then what does it cost? Like, what's the money there? What? How many dollars is it? You know? Are you calculating that?
81.
What? Where did you get 81?
9 times 9, dumbass. Sometimes the people I'm with, holy cow.
Stuff that I've wanted to do for a long time. And this is from Fail Army. I love this YouTube channel. They're
Oh,
hilarious. But what I want you to do is, if you can see my mouse, I don't want you to look at this guy because this guy, I love to wake surf, which is where you ride a boogie board behind a boat and you move along the waves. So this is what I really want to do over the summer. So much fun. But just watch the background here. That guy is doing it all wrong.
man.
But I still want to do that this summer. I still want to go flying off a giant wave and just crash into the water. One thing I do not want to do, however, is this. I do not want to put a chicken in my mouth.
Dude. Yeah, dude, I hate chicks.
I'm just gonna skip ahead to something else I want to do. So I go to Boy Scout camp every summer, and I'm really hoping that this summer it's still gonna be open because they have a ranch and they have horses. This horse, however, does not like the woman he's with. I think he has a wife, and so he got kind of angry when she kissed him.
Wait, she has a wife?
I think the horse has a wife, right? And so when the lady just kissed the horse there, the horse was like, "Bitch, I have a wife. Leave me
Right,
alone." You know?
right.
Theme parks, another fun thing.
Um,
I really want to
what?
go to Great America and sit next to the log ride and just have this huge wave crash over me.
That's so sick.
Yeah. That's all I really want to do this summer. Just sort of hang out and do a lot of dumb stuff, get hurt, do whatever.
Right, dude. Getting
So
hurt's the best. Well, no, like, not.
getting hurt is the best because right before you get hurt, you're usually doing something super fun,
That's true.
and the pain is worth it.
Uh-huh. You know, I broke my arm once in my life, only broken part of my body. But I have the most epic story because I can always tell people I broke my arm falling off an army tank.
You actually fell off an army tank.
I actually fell off an army tank. Now, it was a stationary army tank, but still, I fell off an army tank. So that's an example of what you're saying, where it's like it's something extremely fun that happened right before I broke my arm.
Yeah. You know, like my cousin, when we were babies, right, when we were really little, he knew how to walk. I was still crawling because he was a couple months older than me. And so I was sort of crawling and chasing after him. And and we ended up in the kitchen. And my uncle ended up taking me out of the kitchen, but he couldn't catch my cousin in time. And the oven was open. And so my cousin was having the time of his life, puts both hands on the oven, and he burns his fingertips off.
Is that why you call him Handless Tommy now?
No, he's
Oh,
Fingerless Frank.
oh, sorry, different person.
Yeah. Tommy isn't my cousin. You know that, right?
I thought you literally said he was his cousin on the bike ride.
No. That was Frank. I said Frank's my cousin. On the bike ride, I said Tommy was my friend who's like a cousin.
Uh, okay,
And
well I
Tommy
mean that's
lost his
similar.
hand in a tractor pull
Yeah,
back in
tractor pulls are
Ireland.
dangerous.
Yeah,
God,
so
but they're fun to watch. Have you seen like like the big ass tractor pull videos?
yeah, I've seen a couple of them. Being at one is a little different than seeing one online, though.
I heard they're really
I have
loud.
family in Ireland, and my grandfather owns a tractor. And one summer when I was like 5, my cousin Tommy uh, was nominated.
Wait,
What?
you said Tommy was a
Okay, well,
friend.
no, I say like I said, I say cousin, but he's not actually my cousin. He lives 5 minutes from my grandparents' house. His
That
dad's name
sounds like
is
a good story.
his dad's name is Sean. He lives 5 minutes away, and Sean and my uncles and my mom and my aunts, they all grew up
Is
together.
his
So they're
last name
practically
Dagoni by chance?
what?
Is his dad's last name Dagoni?
No, not Mr. Dagoni.
Okay, I just thought Sean was a kind of funny name to come up with.
How is that a funny name to come up with? His
I don't
name
know,
is
man.
Sean McDermott.
What?
His name is Sean McDermott.
Mc... Doesn't sound very Irish besides the Mick.
Anyway, so Tommy's dad and my uncles and my mom and my aunts all grew up together, and Tommy's dad Sean basically spent his whole life at my grandparents' house. So Tommy, while not being my cousin, is a lot like my cousin, and so I call him my cousin. Anyway, one year he was doing a tractor pull, and the rope he was pulling the tractor with, it got caught up in the spokes of the wheel, and he didn't realize it. And when he celebrated, he wasn't realizing that he was still attached to the rope with his hand. It was like one of those things where you wrap it. It was like a Wii remote controller where you wrap it around your hand and you tie it close so you have more leverage and it doesn't go burn your hands or anything.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like no rope burns. And so his dad accidentally turns on the tractor, right? And so Tommy, his hand gets wound up in the thing in the tractor, and he ends up losing these 3 fingers and this part of his hand inside, like on the underside of the tractor. It was like a lawnmower. It was like a tractor that they use for wheat and stuff. One of those.
With the turbines.
Yeah, one of the turbines. Yeah. So anyway, that's my cousin.
Jeez.
No hand Frank or no hand Tommy. Sorry, fingerless Frank and no hand Tommy.
Gosh.
We all do a lot of stupid stuff in this life.
Yeah, that sounds just like a story you'd make up.
Ha ha ha! I did not make that up. I have a semi-uncle named Sean, and I have a cousin named Tommy. Whether he got his hand chopped off by a tractor, I mean,
it's for you to decide.
That's what he told me when he said that's how he lost his hand, but he might have been lying.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I mean,
yeah. Who knows?
Could have been eaten off by a wolf or something.
Who knows? I've always wondered, have you ever had like a really good idea for an invention?
Oh, I have tons. I had an idea of a suit that could regulate your body temperature no matter where you were. And then I found out that NASA already made those for astronauts. So I was like, oh, well. What about you? What was your idea for an invention?
Well, it wasn't like a very good invention, but so like about like 3 years ago, I'm outside my house, and I'm like moving these buckets, and underneath one of the buckets was like an old piece of like plywood, right? And it was like super waterlogged, but it like made it extra strong, and it was in like this shape, kind of like bent, like a really like concave or whatever. And so I was like, oh man, shoot, I'm not gonna be able to use this for anything. But when I was pulling it out, like with my foot, I was like, dang, this might be kind of fun to like jump on and like kind of mess around with it. So I put my 2 feet on the end and kind of like waddled around on it. And it was super fun because like you could like do these things where it's like you let it spin underneath you and then you tried to land back on it. And it was also a really good core workout. So the other day, board you stand on and it moves. Wait, no, that's a hoverboard. Well, anyway, the other day I was like on like YouTube and like an ad popped up and it was the same thing. It was like a curved board that someone was selling and you could stand on it. It was plastic, but like the same idea. And you were supposed to wiggle on it like wiggle, wiggle. You're supposed to wiggle on it like this and you would get a workout. And I'm like, I could have been rich, bro.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
All I'm saying, man. Yep. Look at this.
What are you doing?
Look at the wait. Fuck. No, wait. Look at it. It's literally my invention.
I've seen that before.
But dude, not as 3 years ago.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so a friend of mine lives in San Mateo, and she has this garage, and it's filled with a bunch of old stuff from the '90s that her parents bought for her older sister.
Mm-hmm.
And she has like moon shoes, where like they're these shoes that have springs in between the top and the bottom, and you could literally bounce like 5 feet in the air. They're so much fun, and they have one of those.
Thing still.
That like they legit have one of those from the '90s.
Jeez.
You did not invent that.
I thought I did, man. I thought I did.
I caught you out on your lie.
It wasn't a lie. I never saw that before like a week ago.
Sure. All right, I think that's going to be doing it today for After School with Paul and Aidan.
Amen.
Tomorrow we have another fun day. Let's see, what are we doing? Oh, we have a special guest star tomorrow. Our good friend Nolan Lamar, or known by his internet persona Noli of the North Pole.
Ooh.
He will be joining us tomorrow, which, if everything works out, should be Thursday for you guys, people watching, if anybody's actually watching this. So for After School with Paul and Aidan, I've been Aidan. You're not going to say who you are?
Well, mine is Paul.
Yeah, I've been Aidan. That's Paul. Thank you for joining us after school for a little bit of fun, tiny bit of politics. We're going to try
from the west to the east coast, from the north to the south coast. It's south us.
We're going to try to stay away from politics in the future. That was just for today because it was coronavirus. Anyway, stay healthy, stay indoors, don't get sick. Bye, Paul. I will see you later.